Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. Today I want to show you what you can grow in your fall garden. You can also do this in the spring. These are cool weather crops in small containers. Today's September 20th. It's been 34 days since I did the video on planting these crops. I will link that video. You can see how I planted them. But I just want to show you the growth to give you some inspiration, maybe some confidence that you can do this. I have a very large garden, but you don't need that if you don't have the space or if you don't have the time. I'm just going to give you a quick look at the size of these containers, and then we'll go over the plants real quick. This is 34 days of growth. They're all in small flower boxes. Any soil really works. If you make it, it's 50% peat moss, 50% any other soil, or just get a bag of whatever's the cheapest potting mix at your garden center. So 34 days worth of growth. This is overseeded red Russian kale. I just come out here, pick the leaves off for my salads. These are beets, growing these for beet greens. Probably there won't be a lot of large beets forming in here. They may, but this again is for salads, and it's, you know, growing in a small container about this size. Kale's going to get big roots, so you do want something with about a 4-inch depth. But if you keep this watered and fed, they'll be fine. And then as the season starts ending and the hard frost is coming in, you can transplant these out into the garden and they'll come back next year. In here, I have spinach and lettuce, and what happened was, you can see an example here, a squirrel got into here. This is my mustard greens. I'm trying to get them started. But a squirrel came in and dug them up. It also came in here and dug this up. So these are replants. But you can grow lettuce, kale, the beets. This is one of my favorite things to grow. This is even a smaller flower box. Instead of 4 inches, it's probably, well, maybe 4 inches. This one might be 6 inches. But a little more depth helps the roots out. And what that does is it allows you to water a little bit less. If you get with something that's a little bit smaller, just keep the watering up. But this is arugula, overseeded. And just look at how well it's growing in here. And this is what I tell people all the time, is you can grow radishes. I'm going to get Shadow, get out of the way. Look at these beautiful Roxanne radishes. I will link the video on how I planted these. But 34 days of growth. And look at all those greens in a very, very small space. Coming over here, just real quick, I replanted arugula, kale, spinach, different greens again. You don't need a lot of space. This will grow perfectly well on this potting bench that I made, and this will continue till a hard frost comes. All these plants can take a light frost, the leaves can freeze, and I'm also growing in containers here. So I have spinach, lettuce coming up, and I'll actually keep water in here because these are small containers, and these greens will do really well. Last night it got down to 49 degrees. The cool weather is here at the Rusted Garden Homestead, Maryland Zone 7. But if you don't have the time or the space for a large garden, you can grow your cool weather crops in the fall in small containers like this. I really recommend give it a try. You'll be impressed. Just keep them watered, use a water-soluble fertilizer, and in about 30 days you'll have greens and plants just like that. Thanks for watching.